Today is a very special day. Today, Cosmos premieres on Fox and a whole bunch of other channels. This is the new special that Neil deGrasse Tyson is doing about all sorts of wonderful science things. And so I wanted to talk about a few of those topics. We already covered the beginning of the universe, so that's good. So today, we can talk about something that I've wanted to talk about for a while, which is evolution. We just had Bill Nye and Ken Ham duking it out about evolution. I don't want to talk about which one's right and which one's wrong. Obviously, I have an opinion, but that's not the purpose of this video. What I want to discuss is that most of the time, what I've seen is that people who are staunchly against evolution and want it taken out of our schools have two similar characteristics. One is they are Christians who interpret the Bible literally, and two is that they don't know the first thing about the theory of evolution. It's not just them. A lot of people who do agree with the theory don't quite know everything. So I want to clear up a few of the main misconceptions about the theory that I've heard. First, the main thing is the belief that we evolved from monkeys. We did not evolve from monkeys. We and monkeys and primates have a common ancestor. That if you take the gorilla at the zoo and you trace his genealogy, which as Mormons we love to do, and you trace your genealogy, eventually those two trees will connect. The next misconception is one that I heard on a clip, a YouTube clip from the 700 Club. I know that even hardcore Christians understand that the 700 Club, just needs to calm down. Just take a deep breath and calm down. This one guy, wrote a book about how evolution doesn't exist and how it's stupid and made up. His main theory was that if evolution happened so that there's something that isn't a dog, and then it gives birth to something that is a dog, well, then how could that reproduce, because where's the female? So there are a few things on that. He automatically makes the assumption that it's a male. He actually calls his argument the case of the missing female or something. Why is it a female? Why are you assuming that the male came first? Anyway, the thought that a child could not crossbreed with its parents, not that it should be breeding with its parents, but that it would be such a different species that it wouldn't be able to do that, is ridiculous and shows obvious ignorance on the theory of evolution. These are gradual changes. The population as a whole gradually shifts towards certain traits, and so groups will shift towards these traits, and they will be cut off from other groups that shift towards other traits, and then they can't interbreed. Another thought that most people have is that Darwin was an atheist. He was certainly a creationist. To say that Darwin didn't believe in God, or that he was some bitter atheist who hated everything and that's why he wrote the book, is to say that you have never read his book or learned about his theory. Because Origin of Species talks about the creator more than probably most Christians talk about the creator in their journals. Every chapter he's always talking about, and the stuff that I learned in this chapter only goes to show that our creator is beautiful, and he made all these great things, and I'm so glad, and I love it, woohoo, I don't know. So Darwin was also a creationist. Bam. Finally, the last misconception that I will cover with you. I've heard a lot of Bible-pounding Christians saying evolution is just another way of those atheists trying to get the natural man to win, so we can just all have sexual lives and be like the animals and go around having sex with everything, and they just want people to do that and stuff. Atheists, unlike Christians, don't give two flying farts about other people's consensual sexual habits. As it turns out, we don't care what you do, as long as everyone involved wanted it to happen. We don't want to make you do something. We don't want to make you not do something. People who are touting the evolutionary theory in no way want everyone to go around having all this sex because they're talking about evolution. I don't understand why talking about descent with modification would get you a little worked up. Just kind of gradual variations, mutations, and change, and suddenly gradual shifts in species. Whew. No, no one, no one's doing this. Like I said, I could talk a lot more about this, but that's about all I'll say. So please watch Cosmos, learn about science, read Origin of Species. Don't try to legislate against evolution in public schools. Try to make people study, well, try to encourage people to study science.